Hello, everyone. So, I'm going to be doing something different to the YouTube channel, which isn't surprising. So, for those of you that don't know, there was a side project I had done when it comes to the quote unquote podcast called Fate Stay Triggered, which is a segment I had done from late 2019 to mid 2020 due to lazy editing, in which only had 3 videos thus far, which doesn't really get much attention, but that's okay. It's more of covering shenanigans I had done, where I had an acquaintance I haven't talked to in a long while who goes by Pun, with 2 N's. Knowing the risks of talking these sort of stuff, there's 2 choices knowing that talking politics can cause a rift of hostile notoriety towards me. Either I upload the segment to the second channel, or my own idea, which is bringing back the side project and make it a disclaimer in which I've already mentioned that there's some talk of politics involved. The fourth episode is where I'm going to use the react segment on AlchemistSoil's video in order to promote my discussion with him for Monday, June 14th. I had a conversation with him on Discord and he's up to have a talk. Unfortunately, despite me and him sharing the same time zone, he'll be available starting 10 p.m. Despite me being a night person, knowing myself that I have a habit of staying up during the day. But I'll see if I can try to rely on that deadline alone. Overall, if you don't like the talk of politics within this episode, click off the video. Without further ado, enjoy the reaction. Let's redo this again. Because I looked at the audio and I was like, oh, I can see why the audio, because the other one got fucked because it's on the app audio instead of the headphones.
I don't really know much about DSP, but I want to just
Yeah.
oblige. I'm happy. Look, I'm happy to take your guys' suggestions, so I'm gonna react to this video. I don't really know anything about.
Yes, Soil, I'm gonna recommend you the video that Shotgun Shogun made where he came off as a fence sitter. Like he went from like talking about like the fence sitting statements to like video game related stuff and fucking it was a bunch of like really odd nonsense. So it might be the perfect video for you, Soil. The go at the Shotgun Shogun. Because he went from like I hate politics to the whole like election stress, Lamau, it's cringe.
DSP other than like that weird thing where he was jerking off. But let's see, maybe we'll find something to.
I think wow, this is actually pretty loud. Let me turn that down for y'all. I had to crank it up because I know y'all didn't hear it, but like because I switched the audio, you know, now it's loud enough for y'all. All right.
React to. It's funny how his ads here are this, but whatever. This is called DSP calls out Trump derangement syndrome.
Much as I would like to say.
I will say
Because one of your videos where you said that you need more people with Trump derangement syndrome. Although then again, like it's already easy to be anti-Trump to begin with.
that all of our content dealing with with Keem, with Boogie, with DSP, they all do numbers.
There have been numerous reports of fights breaking out, family members literally disowning their other family members, friendships breaking and ending, relationships breaking and ending, all because Donald Trump won the U.S. presidency. If you're involved in one of these situations, okay, I have a sincere question for you, and I would hopefully like to get an answer tonight, okay? What the fuck is wrong with you?
He asked, what's wrong with you if you stop talking to someone you know because they voted for Trump? Yeah, I don't think you should cut people out of your lives just for political disagreements. But also, like, Nazis kind of suck. Like, someone who supports, like, the fucking deportations in the way that they've been carried out, I don't know if I'd be able to, like, respect that person, right? Like, someone who's a fascist who doesn't think that someone has human rights simply because they're an illegal immigrant or whatever. That to me, like I don't respect that person, right? That person has like less humanity than someone who can empathize.
So yeah, with how quiet the audio is on the last video in which I try to record, he really loves to use the constant words of the words fascist and Nazi. on his video content. So this is a pretty odd notion because there's quite a shit ton of people that fell for Trump, and then and I was like, well, it definitely aged like milk on their part, huh? Oh boy.
Empathize with, Kilmar or whoever. So I mean, there is kind of like, it's kind of like everything is case by case, right? I'm not saying that if someone's like an ardent Trump supporter, you should like cut them out of your life, but also like you shouldn't have shitty people in your life, right? Like, I don't know, like you get to choose like who's in your life, and if you like, why would you like someone who's a racist, for example? And I'm not saying all Trump supporters are racist, but like I don't want to be friends with like a fucking
That's a one hell of a generalization. That's like that's like earlier when TJ said that all conservatives are racist.
racist prick,
It's a fucking election.
Oh god, what fucking 2024 election is such a fucking shit show, bro. Holy shit. Like it's like, oh, they're like, that's a big oopsie. Oh, what the fuck?
It happens every 4 years. No, really. We have presidential elections in the United States every single 4 years. In fact, there's no chance that Donald
Yeah.
Trump can be president a second time after this one.
A third time, he means. And yeah, but Trump's already pretending like he's going to disregard that. He believes.
Also, I think Soil made the argument about the whole like vote between the lesser two evils, and I'm like, wait a minute. In 2024, you have two shit choices. What the fuck do you mean the vote for the lesser of the two? Whatever the fuck. We get to choose between a turd and a turd, bro. What?
He's going to be in office beyond his current term.
Because this will be his second term. There's checks and balances in place to make sure.
Right, and he's destroyed. When is this from? 4 months ago.
4 months ago.
4 months ago? Well, according to your videos, 2 months ago, so you're talking to someone who's reacting to a reacting type of shit, huh? And and then again, I did it to a Shotgun Shogun, which that video did not age pretty well, if you ask me.
Oh, that's why.
This is like the
Way to
reverse
go.
Doom Prophet here. Like, man, this guy should be the fourth member of DFF, I think.
That he can't be a president the third time.
Yeah, so just so
Are you saying DSP Gaming should be like a podcast member on TJ's crew? I mean, I don't know.
everyone knows, anyone who's familiar with my content knows, the main priority of his administration has been to destroy the checks and balances against him. He wants unrestrained unilateral power. And what we've seen in the months since this video came out is Trump basically disprove or invalidate everything Phil is saying here.
So what the fuck is wrong with your head? Why would you lose a friend, lose a loved one, lose a family member, or a significant...
A song covered the flash flood. It's hard to not laugh at the Trump voters not getting any FEMA assistance. Yeah, I heard about the flash flood up in Texas. Like, it's pretty fucked, especially with the not getting any assistance from the FEMA or like whatever agency that's supposed to aid for like for the sake of natural disasters coming along in our way. Yeah, this is something else.
other. Why would you take extreme action because of a fucking election? I want you to look.
It's hard to respect someone who still supports Trump if they're paying attention, if they see.
Yeah, they definitely went in on the funding on that one, and guess what happened? It got pretty worse. Not like this, bro.
everything that's happened, you can't really respect someone like that who's for just dismantling human rights, who's for like totalitarianism, right? I don't want fascists for friends. It's telling, right? It's sort of like a deeper look into the person's character. That's it, right? I mean, and I'm not saying like every Trump supporter is a terrible person or that you should cut Trump supporters out of your lives, right? But I mean, like, that's just probably one aspect of them in a whole list of things that are shitty.
Look around you right
Define horrible because the because the pigs losing the type of shit that you mentioned recently is gonna, yeah, they're fucked. I don't know about the horrible part. I think they just fell into the fucking trap to the point that, you know, it's gonna bite them in the ass. I was like, well, I guess if you wanted to own the libs and the blue with in exchange of that, I guess. I don't know. What is with like the trade-offs? Is like at this point there ain't no. I don't think it's a double-edged sword. I think this is like the sake of I fell into the bear trap that was already displayed on there. Okay, I don't really know. I'm so bad with metaphors. Why am I even talking about this?
now. All of you who are watching live or who are watching this show, you see Donald Trump anywhere in the room? I don't see Donald Trump anywhere in the room. Well, actually, he was on this screen, but luckily.
Oh, that screen's not a green screen? I thought that was like, I thought he like put that in after. Okay.
That's a digital representation. That's not the real Trump. All right? The truth is, yes, Donald Trump's election will affect us all in some way. But life goes on.
Oh, he
it's
has
literally
no idea this era.
I
He
think
has no
DSP
fucking
needs
idea.
to be black bagged. Like, I don't,
Whoa.
that must be the only, yeah. Send him to El Salvador.
Damn, that's a one hell of a hot take right there. Boy, so wait, hold on. Are you saying that the people out there that downplayed Project 2025 and downplaying the dangers of what's happening up to the leading point as to right now should be black bagged? Yeah, it's a taste of your own medicine.
And then have him make this video again after he's been through that.
If he's been through that, he's not making the video.
Yeah.
not the end. Donald Trump is not going to move in with you. He's not going to force you to do things against your will.
Also, like, yeah, like what you said, like DSP is white. What the fuck are you what are you talking about, Soil? He's like, oh, he's gonna end up black bag. What?
Every day, when you pour.
Unless you're an immigrant.
Imagine saying that shit to Anna Kasparian, although Anna Kasparian is like way bigger than DSP, and plus she's like a way bigger, relevant, useful idiot that is like downplaying the dangers. So, whatever. Whatever, bro.
Immigrant, right? What if you're a trans person and or what if, okay, how about this? What if you're a federal worker and he's forcing you to do things that you know are unethical, or you're going to get fired and your life is going to be destroyed? What if you're a congressperson who has to choose between speaking the truth, speaking out against what's happening, or your physical safety? There are people that are affected by him every day. What if you're a trans person who can't be in the military anymore? Like, I don't know. He does force you to do things you don't want to do, or at least threatens you to.
Pour your cereal into the cereal bowl, and you're about to pour.
The things this person cares about are so fucking like meaningless, right? You guys, the president doesn't matter. What matters is that you eat cereal in the morning. What a fucking dipshit.
Cornflakes to prevent masturbation.
Yeah.
Pour milk in it.
As
Donald
Logan
Trump
intended.
will not walk up to your table, drop trowel, pull out his member, and piss into your bowl of cereal in the morning. That's literally not going to happen.
Russian
Jesus,
golden
there he
showers.
is.
Okay.
Damn, DSP surely really is cooking on that one.
Yeah,
The things he cares about are so stupid. This is like the people who care about fucking egg prices so much they voted for Trump. If you voted for Trump because eggs are expensive, you're a piece of shit and you have mixed priorities. Your priorities are fucked, okay? You don't have to eat eggs. They're fucking eggs, right? Trans athletes are not a big enough issue to elect a fascist into power. The cost of groceries, yeah, that's important, right? First of all, it's a delusion that Trump is good for the cost of groceries or good for the economy. Now that's borne out, and we've seen that in real time. But it's stupid to fall for that joke anyways, to fall for that lie anyways.
To be fair, though, anyone can fall for a lie if you're really good. Unless you have like a high ass speech skill to like really convince to paint a lie like that. What am I saying? Like a Fallout reference type of shit. Yeah, they're like again, the Hispanic community fell for it. Like easily. I'm pretty sure my statement about the eggs part was like has nothing to do with this video, but I was like, I mean, I like eggs though, but I know people fearmonger about eggs being like, oh, if you eat too much eggs, like think of the cholesterol type of shit.
But even if it was true, and even if Trump was like the magic to bringing grocery prices down or whatever, that's not a good enough trade-off for the things you have to give up under Trump. You have broken fucking priorities, and you need to fix that.
You see what I mean? That's not going to happen. So why are you acting like that's going to happen? Why are you acting like the world is over? I'm lost.
Because we're paying attention. People follow the criminal things that Trump does. We have empathy. We care about Kilmar Abrego Garcia, right? That everything that he's doing does affect us. There is a constant assault by this regime on your civil rights. Many of us have already lost certain protections. Like, you know, just watch the other videos for more of this. But yeah, he's an idiot. Like,
I mean, I watched, I'd say, almost all your videos, except for the 5-hour video one. All I did on your 5-hour video was like skim through stuff. That's the one thing in the 5-hour video. Like, if there was like some timestamps, I would like go back on those, then maybe. But other than that, like, I'm pretty sure a 5-hour quote unquote debate is like not going to be worth my time. Who the fuck has time to do a 5-hour fucking argument with someone?
like
At least make it 1 to 2 hours. For fuck's sake, man.
it matters who the president is. It affects you in very deep and profound ways, especially when the president is Trump, who's on a mission to once again destroy the government so that he has unitary executive power over everything.
Now, the people there, obviously, who did the extreme actions, they're unhinged. We already know that. One of the guy admitted over and over that he had mental illness and he didn't know how it was going to affect him.
What's he talking about? The people who did what?
The other person, geez, the way that they're acting, I mean, yeah, they're laughing at it, that they brutally murdered their father. It's insane, right?
Oh, okay. People who killed their family members because of Trump is what he's saying. So what? Like, Trumpers kill their family members for political reasons all the time. They're crazy people, right? And that's also not the same thing as just not talking to someone anymore. Right? Like, not like, hey, I don't want to go to fucking Thanksgiving because you're a MAGA retard is not the same thing.
Oh yeah, here's the R word. Yeah, he is known to be a pretty edgy guy.
Thing is, you voted for Trump, so you must die, right? Like, there's
Well, way to use the word retard on that one.
vast disparity between those two things.
Right? We can all agree there. That's not sane thought. That's just it's broken mentality or broken mental state. For other people who didn't go to that extreme, but then they're still acting like this. Oh my God, the world is over. No, it's not. Okay? I want you all to take a deep breath. The world's not over. Your life's not over. Perhaps there will be people in charge of this country for the next 4 years and you won't agree with their choices and you think perhaps they're going to give you a harder time to live.
Right. So they are going to affect your life.
Been there too. Where, oh God, now things are going to be tougher for me for the next 4 years. All right. But it's going to be fine. In life, I've said this.
No, but not for everyone, right? It's not fine for everyone. There are already people who have died, right? People have already died because of the U.S. aid cuts, but there are people who have already had their lives terribly affected by this administration, like all the federal workers who were unemployed for no reason, who are actually necessary.
This life is a series of peaks and valleys like this, okay? And in life and in culture, things swing to the left and to the right like a pendulum. And sometimes you're all the way over here, and sometimes you're all the way over here, and sometimes you're kind of in the middle, and you get that kind of hypertension of people getting at each other's throats. Right now, we were all the way over here, and now we're swinging all the way over here.
We were never in a leftist progressive utopia. Never. Things have never swung to the left. Things have always been from like the center right to complete fascism in this country. Like, we've always gone from like the fucking centrism of neoliberalism in Obama, right? And our economy is just a little bit better, and we give some people more rights. Like, we're economic centrists, right? There's like that to fucking the fascism of Trump. That's the breadth of the pendulum. I mean, Jimmy Carter is probably the closest thing to left in the last 50 years, FDR in the last 100 years. So the full breadth is like FDR to Andrew Jackson, probably. I don't know.
But it's not going to stay like that forever. It's going to go back.
Maybe.
There is literally no reason for you to lose your mind over this. Elections are a 4-year cycle. Things will change. There'll actually be other elections in the meantime. The president is every 4 years, but other
I don't know, man. 7 months sure like is one hell of an acceleration to be considered 4 years, but who knows what will happen at the remaining months of 2025.
other spots are not. There will be other things, local things in the states and other spots that will be changing and shifting, right? We're going to see what happens.
The argument isn't that things won't change, right? Like that people aren't like, oh, fuck, now Trump is... That's not why people cut Trump voters out of their lives, right? It's not like now Trump is going to be president forever. He's immortal. No, it's like now Trump is going to do tremendous damage because this person is either A, uninformed, B, an idiot, or C, a fascist, right? It's like...
I love how this is another character who is, again, downplaying the threat of Trump.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know anything about DSP, but he seems like an idiot who cares about stupid things. So I don't think he pretends to the same sort of like, the same like sagacious fucking facade of Paul, right?
It doesn't mean to go nuts and murder people and do awful things and break relationships and just ruin your life over. Just keep a metered mind, a level head. And understand that things are not always going to be perfect or good for everyone, but things will get better. I feel the reason these people react like this is because of the irresponsible people in charge who run things. If our media didn't...
Yeah, like the president. The reason people care about who votes for president is because the people in charge are crazy. Yeah, dipshit. Like, what?
Present arguments like if this person gets
Dipshit.
elected, it's all over for all of us and the devil has won and blah blah blah, then people wouldn't freak out.
I don't even know if I would call Soil a Destiny dick writer. He did say that when he thinks of Destiny, he said that he has net positives, and I'm like, nah. I can bring out a list of things, and that could lead to like, you know, a disagreement I wouldn't mind having to talk about or debate over, if anything, quote unquote. He also said some negative things about Hassan as well. I don't remember what he said about it, but I will have to ask him about that like next week within the live conversation, that is.
Out like that. But the thing is, they think they can't win the election unless they exaggerate.
So DSP...
God, that's going to be a fucking long ass list to do over.
Is a lolcow, right? Like nobody actually takes him seriously. He doesn't have fans in the same way that like TJ and Paul have fans. Like I don't think anyone is like listening to DSP and like taking his advice, right? Like no one's asking him how to barbecue his pork or whatever.
No, I'm pretty sure I mean, yeah, I'm assuming you're not wrong in that, but I'm pretty sure he has like 2 to 3 digits worth of people that will still tune into him. I don't know if they're considered the legitimate fans, but I'm pretty sure.
Is what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he's considered on the same level as.
I mean, I'm pretty sure what I'm saying is downplaying, but you know, not everyone. Well, there is a term sycophants. Sycophant or sycophant? Either one.
Some of the other commentators we talk about. So it's sort of like, you know, you can engage with this and call him an idiot, but everyone already knows he's an idiot. He doesn't have a following, so it's whatever.
So they have to lie. They have to say the ridiculous thing. They have to go over the top. Because if they don't, then they can't get the votes they need. And if that's the case, isn't that the real problem here? At the end of the day...
Is he reading this? That's fucking crazy, bro. You wrote this out?
Isn't the problem that you can't win the election without?
No, there's no way. He was just like changing tabs or something. There's no way this is scripted.
using the hyperbole, and that goes for Democrats and Republicans.
Probably
I
reading
feel
chat.
like on both sides,
Yeah,
they need to cut
probably.
shit, because they're
Were you reading chat? I don't know, man. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with, like, scripting your videos, especially for video essays too. It's like, what, do you want to make a video essay without writing out a fucking, like, a big ass essay to fucking read it off of your, like, Microsoft Word or Google Doc? I mean, you do you, I guess.
There's dumb people, there's weak-minded people, there's mentally ill people who either believe them or can't handle reality. And when you teach them that everyone's a boogeyman, everyone's out to get them, everyone's evil, for us or against us, it's right and wrong, it's black and white. Bullshit. It's not. It's shades of gray. It's people who have disagreements who have to learn to.
Right, but that's just one thing about someone.
It's not I win at the expense of you losing. It's we learn how to all exist together and win together.
Okay. All right. Thanks, idiot.
Well, way to use the word idiot. And look, he cooked at the end, but that's for damn sure.
I don't know if I'm going to do anything with that.
What was the point of the video?
If he wants me
Don't
to
cut out
just...
people from your fucking life.
Yeah, I think so.
Trump's not going to be that bad. 4 years be
Yeah.
over fast and you can think about it. Like, what was there to...
I don't know.
What?
I don't know what
Whatever.
the point was. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, he definitely got through that. But yeah, I think that's a good enough as is.